In this video, I want to cover what does it mean to lead with a jab or to leave with a jab. A very common term used by fighters, by coaches, in boxing, in kickboxing, in MMA. Essentially, lead with a jab or leave with a jab means exactly what it says. Before you deliver your combination, you lead by throwing a jab first. So that's the lead-in part. You lead with a jab before you deliver your combination, or you leave with a jab. So after you throw your combination, in order to get out and avoid a counter, you throw a jab out as your last strike after your combination. So you either lead with a jab and then deliver your combination, or you leave with a jab after you're done throwing a combination and you just disrupt flow, disrupt the counter, because after you're done throwing, they're coming in. So throwing that jab out there usually is enough to stop them. So let's focus on the first one, lead with a jab. Lead with the jab, you can do this in two ways. Let's say you have a combination that you want to throw. Your combination, let's say, is a jab, cross, low roundhouse to the leg, rear roundhouse to the leg. So for this one, you can either just throw your jab out there, and that would be your lead in with a jab. You throw it out there until you kind of gauge a reaction, you kind of disrupt their flow, you kind of stick that jab in their face, and then you come in and you deliver your jab, cross, leg kick. So you have a combination, but you throw an extra few jabs, or 1 to 2, doesn't matter how many, you basically lead with an extra jab before you deliver cross roundhouse. Another way you can do so is by actually using the jab within the combination. So in this combination, I already have a jab that I throw, then I throw a cross and then a leg kick. So here, instead of throwing an extra jab before I come in with my jab cross roundhouse, here I just simply come in, lead in with that jab that's already part of the combination, and go pop, pop. But that's part of the combination. So it's essentially you have a combo that has that jab before, and then you throw your combination and to finish the rest of it after. So that's the lead in. You lead by throwing a jab, and then you deliver a combo, or your jab is already part of a combination and you lead in, you step in, and that jab is enough to disrupt because you're using it to set up the rest of your power shots. Now you can also do this with kicks. So a lot of times people throw a single kick. They just throw a kick, they throw a roundhouse by itself, maybe you land one. Eventually, if all you do is throw a single kick, you just come down the middle and you counter them when that single kick is coming. But if you lead with a jab and then throw your kick, that's a lot harder to time, and a lot of times you can throw your kicks with a lot more success if you just lead in with a jab. So if I'm going to throw a kick, let's just stick with the roundhouse, the rear one. So here I would just lead in with my jab. I throw a couple of jabs. That kick is going to land a lot more with more success than if I just stand here and I just throw a kick, because I telegraph myself quite a lot, because the kicks have a longer distance to travel, and if you don't set them up, it's easy to counter. So by leading with a jab or double jab or just moving jabbing, and that jab roundhouse, that's gonna make that kick land with a lot more success. Same with the lead, throw a jab, lead with a jab, and then throw your kick. Use it for punches, use it for kicks, lead in with a jab, and then deliver your combination. The second part of this is leave with a jab. So this is when you deliver your combination, and instead of just standing there in the same spot after you're done, like anticipating a counter, you essentially pump the jab in order to leave, to pivot, or just you can stand in the same spot, just you throw that jab out there and do whatever else you need to do. By delivering a jab or leaving with a jab, and essentially you actually want to disengage after the combination. So that's where the jab comes in, the leaving with the jab part comes in. You leave with the jab by throwing the jab as your last strike after your combination is over. So if I'm standing here and I'm just gonna let's say stick with the same combination, jab, cross, throw my leg kick, and then if I'm done, and if I stand in the same spot, he knows that I'm done with my combination, so he's going to counter me. He's going to come back right after I'm done in order to start hitting at me. Then you end up playing this game where you go 1, 2, 3, then he waits for you to execute, then you're done, then he's executing on you. So you don't want to play this game 1-for-1. So this is where the leaving with the jab comes in. The leave with the jab part is very important, that you leave. You have to move out of striking range and pump that jab out there, because you know he's going to come in with a counter. So the first part without throwing the jab is a kind of a good principle to always keep in mind, and it's always going to vary depending on the situation. Essentially, when you deliver your combination, you want to move. You want to get out because you know the counter is coming. So execute and get out. Move, pivot, cover up, get angles, something. Don't just stand in the same spot. Don't throw 1, 2, 3 and then just anticipate a counter. You need to go 1, 2, 3. So move out, go somewhere, don't stand in the same spot. Now, this is where the jab, the leaving with the jab comes in. After you've executed your combination, as soon as the combination is done, you move and you throw 1, 2 or multiple jabs as you move out. That is enough for him to reconsider. When your combination is over, he'll usually come in right after to counter. When you start pumping that jab out there, that throws his whole gameplay plan off. You know, the jab is coming in, so okay, now he's defending. What he thought was a counter, now he has to react to you. So on any combination, you essentially execute your combo 1, 2, 3 and throw out just a single jab. Start with a single jab first. Jab, cross, hook. It's simple. After every combination you throw, leave with a jab. Whatever your combination is, just move and pump the jab out there. Could be a single jab, could be a double jab, could be, could be a 3 pump jab. Essentially start with 1, then you can double up.